Latino Entertainment TV. Perk, 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 perk. Smoke some,
Smoke some,
smoke some,
smoke some,
smoke some,
smoke some,
smoke some.
smoke some.
Perk, 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 perk. Fired up, fired up, fired up, fired up. Hey, perk,
Smoke some,
perk,
smoke some,
perk,
smoke some,
perk.
smoke some.
Pass the lighter, pass the lighter, pass the lighter, pass the lighter.
Smoke some,
Hey,
smoke some,
hey,
smoke some,
hey.
smoke some.
Perk, 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 perk. Hello, hello, hello. What it do? What it do? Hello, past that perp, Sarah Monell. Thanks, Lita, for stopping by, showing our love. My sister, more power to you and your show. Oh, yeah, I check out Lita's show every day when she be on. She be popping over there. Put them on blast. That's my girl. What's going on? Put them on blast. All right. Well, let's start out by talking about some domestic violence and everything right quick. Today is going to be Motivational Monday. And we're going to try to motivate some people, and to get out there and try to get them a job, you know what I'm saying? Motivate some children that's in the community. Just when you see a young man down and out and about and he's confused, you know what I'm saying? He's, in the wrong state of mind. He's angry. What about talking about arguments, fighting, things of that sort. Sit that young man down and have a talk with that young man. It can't be that bad. What you think? I think you should sit down and talk to that young man right now. Firearm violence right now is not really good in neighborhoods right now. We need to protect ourselves. I know that. And protecting ourselves, we do have to have firearms in our homes because right now things are very bad in the communities, in the world. Right now, firearm violence is the number one topic, along with domestic violence. Firearm, let me finish talking about that right quick. Firearm violence, my son was demised in firearm violence. You can be just a innocent bystander, you know what I'm saying, and get shot from out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying? And that's the case with my son. So, when people are out shooting, out in the parking lot, thinking it's cute, it's not cute at all. We all know when those bullets come out, they got to go somewhere, right? And where are they gonna go? You have to think about when I shoot bullets in the air out in the parking lot, thinking it's cool, hanging with the friends, hanging out, drinking, whatever. Not older adults don't do this. The mid-age adults, like in their late 20s or the 20s and the 30s, it's not cute. It's not cute at all. Because those bullets go somewhere. They go somewhere. And you shoot in the air, they got to come down and meet somebody. So keep that in mind when you're out shooting in the opening and think it's cute, acting a fool, being stupid. Understand, those bullets go somewhere. Somewhere they go. They're not going in the dirt. They're going somewhere. So be mindful when you shoot bullets in the parking lot and think it's cool with your friends. Be mindful when you shoot out your window of your car when you're riding down the street and on the freeways thinking it's cool. It's not. Those bullets go somewhere. Somewhere they're going to go. So be mindful, my friends, family, enemies, bushwatchers, where those bullets go when you put a trigger out, when you put a trigger on their weapon. Okay? Now, let's talk about domestic violence a little bit. Domestic violence is not cool. It's not cool at all. Keep your hands to yourself. My thought is, why touch on somebody when it's not necessary? Okay. Recently, we had a problem with domestic violence here lately. I mean, very recent, And sometimes when a man tell you what he's going to do to you, he may do exactly just what he says. You know what I mean? He's going to jump on you for this and jump on you for that. Don't no woman want to be abused. No woman. Every woman likes to stay pretty. don't want to be hit on. Don't do that. You know, um, when you fight and you have a family, you have children, those children look at things of that sort. You know what I mean? And when they grow up, they may say, "Well, I see my dad do it." Now, hold on now. Mothers do it too. Don't get it twisted. They do it too. So, I see my mom do it. So, in so many years, it was cool at home. But no, it's not cool. It's not cool at home. It's not cool anywhere. You know, you may have seen your mom or your dad fight or argue, mom and dad, mom and boyfriend, or dad and girlfriend, dad and mom. It's not cool. When you start putting hands on each other. You know, so be mindful when you think about putting your hands on each other. That when you have children, they do look at that, and they do remember that when they do have altercations with their significant others as they get older. So that's something to be mindful about when we have that in our household. Even friends, even if our friends, um, single parents, you know, y'all be mindful and also be mindful when you bring those different guys into your home. You know, and you got girls, not just girls. You got young boys in your home. Be mindful when you bring strangers into your home. You know what I mean? Strangers do things to you, and strangers do things to your kids as well. Even when you think that man is in love with you, and he's portraying to be this, he's portraying to be that. You know what I mean? You got kids in the house. Think about it. And mothers, stop those revolving doors that you got going on. Day Motivation Monday. Let's stop those revolving doors. Stop letting no men's coming in and out your door like it's a flip flop door. You don't have a flip flop door. You know, to me, when you let men's come in and out your house, it's I can't tell you what to do in your own home. Everybody do what they want to do in their own home, but you can't be bringing men's in and out your home when you got children. You don't have a revolving door. You know, every man don't mean good for your interests. Every man don't mean good for your kids. you know. So you got to be mindful about when you bring in men in at your house when you are a single parent with a revolving door. Things happen, arguments happen. You know, I remember one time my mom had a friend stayed next door to her. She drank coffee every morning with this guy. Every morning with this guy. He was a cool dude, very cool, nice, friendly, talkative and everything. And he got married. He found this lady that he was in love with. She had a young boy, a young girl, beautiful children, beautiful woman, lovely. He was all portrayed to be in love with her so much when you see them, and they was always hugged up and, kissable, you know. But one day, I don't know what happened. One day they got married. One day, something bad really happened in their house. I guess an argument must have went down, and it went so bad to late at night. Late at night happened came along, and the young boy, the mother had a young boy. I forget. The young boy had a friend to come over to spend the night with him. It was a weekend, and when he did spend the night, he was having fun like any other kids with with their people in their home. Little boys have fun. I love to see little kids smile. But however, that man, this man, stabbed the mother. He demised the mother. He demised the young daughter. He tried to demise the young boy and his friend. But some kind of way, Lord's will, those two babies got out that house. They was hurt a little bit, injured just a little bit, but them babies got out that house and they ran. Them babies ran. Them two babies ran. And now he's no longer with a mother or a sister. So y'all be careful when you let these jokers come in y'all house and thinking it's cool. It's not cool. But that same man who done that, he was captured. He didn't get away. He got life. Well, he got death row. He's on death row. You know. So when you let your kids go to people's houses, make sure that everything is really okay at their house. Don't just let your kids go to people's houses because you know the outside of the view. The outside of the view is always pretty. The outside view is very pretty. But what's going on in the inside of the view? The inside of the view is what we don't see. And the inside of the view is what's going on in that home. That's the inside view. But what we see in person of that person is what? The outside view, which is smiling, happy go lucky. You know, they be portraying that trustworthiness and loyalty. No. At the end, it's something going on in their home. You know, and it's crazy. So be mindful when you let your kids go to other people's homes, because you don't know what's going on in their home. You need to find out what's going on in the inside of their home and the outside of their home before you let your kids go stay with anybody or their friends. You know, ask questions. I know I would. And when you're asking questions, you're not being nosy. You want to know because you got concern of your child that's at your home, at a person's home. And you want to make sure your child is safe at that person's home as if they were safe at your own home. So, yes, it's okay to call and see what's going on in a person's house. You know, if your child's going to go spend the night or the weekend, you know, or just out having fun with that person. But yeah, check that out. Be nosy. Get into their household when it comes down to your kids. It's pitiful. You know what I'm saying? It's not right. It's not right at all. You know. And as far as domestic violence, boy, I have been domestic violence before. I had to fight my way from the front door to the back door. And if I tell you we tore the whole house up, we tore the whole house up. Now I'm not saying that I beat that man. No. But you could tell that I was there. Oh, I was on him. Yeah. I didn't beat him up. Now, a woman can never beat a man up. Never. So the only way you can beat a man up is do something that's to him really, really bad. But other than that, you can't beat a man up hand to hand, face to face, fist to fist. There's no way. A man is way stronger than a woman. A man have more power than a woman. You know, a man have, I mean, he's more strengthier than a woman. You know? So no, it's not cool. Keep your hands to yourself. You know, a man can hurt a woman really, really bad, y'all. He really can. I got hurt really bad. I got hurt really bad, you know. But I fought my way out, you know. And when I fought my way out, you know, I was in hospital for quite a while. I couldn't talk, walk. I was in ICU. Sure was. And my cousin said to me, he said, cousin, when I got well, he wanted to know where that man was. He was going to hurt that man. But I'm glad that man was not able to be in the possession of my cousin so he could hurt that man. But putting his hands on me. But let me tell you something. When I tell you it's okay to fight a man to get what you need to get what you need to get him out of you, that's what you do. Don't take a beat from a man. It's too many things in your household to fight with to let a man abuse you. Protect yourself, ladies. Now, I'm not saying that it's always women's, excuse me, that's getting abused. Men's get abused too. And I think why men's get abused is because they being got real soft in their feelings. Their love is stronger than that person love that's abusing them. That's why I think it is about a man who take a woman who's abusing them. So women's, if you're abusing a man, keep your hands to your damn self. It's just pretty ridiculous. Keep your hands to yourself. So really, if you look at it, nobody is really exempt from domestic violence, men's and women's. You know, sometimes put your whole family in the group, charge your whole family up. I wish you would with mine, but sometimes you charge your whole family up. you know. But like I was saying, go with my story. I had to fight my way from the front door to the back door. Domestic violence. My front door was kicked in the middle of the night, and I had to fight in my sleep, in my underwear and my sports bra. You know, and we tore the whole house up. Yeah, but he had to do something. He had to drop me down to get me off of him. He really did. He did. But yeah, keep your hands to yourself, most definitely. Hello, just go ahead and speak to the chat. Hello, Miss Sarah. Yes, ma'am. Sarah said, defend yourself by any means necessary. You got to defend yourself, Sarah, by any means necessary. If you don't, man, they'll make a fool out of you. They really will. Purpose said, I can't speak for nobody but myself. My mother, rest in peace, taught me way better than to physically solve everything. Why stay when you are only tolerating the problem? Okay. The earth is what? Spacious. So spacious. Oh, they most definitely is. The earth is real spacious. Spacious. And you know what, y'all? Sometimes, let's talk about your energy. You have to protect your energy sometimes. Your energy is what you have to protect in the universe. When you put it out there, you just be careful what you speak into the universe. You really do. Because sometimes what you speak into the universe, sometimes it flip flops back onto you. You know what I mean? It really do. It do. It really do. But I'm gonna drop the link. I did drop the link earlier. You know, anyone who wanted to come up and talk. And let me just say this right quick. I did do the donations for the clothing on yesterday, on Sunday, and I did feed everyone pizza and water and everything. We had some latecomers that came up, but it was okay because guess what? We still had pizza, and we still gave pizza away, even if it was the latecomers, which is cool. It doesn't matter. They came and they got what they needed, and I gave everything away besides 4 pieces of pizza. And some of the ladies was out there and the men was out there gathering clothes up and everything, and they was happy to get those things. And you know, when people get used things who don't have anything, they're the most grateful ones to be wanting something. They're the more ones who's most gracious, you know. And people like, you know, throw things away. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't wear them. They have boxes in the neighborhood to drop things off. You know, I'm not saying they're gonna give them to the homeless people. They're gonna take them to where they can be paid for and cost, but be mindful when you have clothes you can't wear. Even if you don't give them to me to donate to a homeless person, if you see someone on the streets with no shoes or no shirt or really no clothes on, and you got some in your back seat already that you're not wearing, give it away. Right now, we're taking donations for jackets, um, cover jackets, coats for men's and women's. If you can donate any one of those, be more than appreciated to pick them up from you in a public place where it's lit or out in the open. Um, I'm going to do Thanksgiving for the homeless. I'm going to do corn, beans, dressing, cranberry sauce, rolls, and I'm going to have some kind of dessert for them. Right now, I'm trying to figure out where I can find the Milo teas at, the single bottles. If anyone know where I can find the Milos, Milost, at the single bottles, I can give me by the dozens. If you know anybody, anywhere I can find those at, please let me know. Inbox me or email me where I can pick those up at. Because instead of giving water out for Thanksgiving, I would like to give out tea for Thanksgiving. Give them something different to drink. And I'm going to make sure they have some kind of dessert, some kind of 7-Up upside down cake or some kind of cake or German chocolate or cake or something like that for Thanksgiving. I'm going to do it the day before Thanksgiving. So that way I can have everybody rounded up. I'm going to also get containers, little trays, make the trays up before I go. That way, um, it won't be a lot of time in between losing and just trying to put everything on everybody's plate on the tray. So I'll just go ahead and have the trays already ready and prepared when I go out to get the food out the day before Thanksgiving. And I have these bags to keep your food warm. I have those now. So I may have about three of those. And I have a Bucky's bag, and I can put everything in there to keep the food warm in the warm bags. So I can most definitely do that to keep the food warm while I'm traveling to take their food over to them in their neighborhood. So if you want to donate, you can. Um, it's fine. I got some prices on some food, canned goods and everything, and I'm gonna give those to you before the show is over. That way you know what we're looking for and how many I'm gonna need. But I know I'm gonna make 2 pans of dressing. I'm gonna get those deep pans to make the dressing with. And if you don't want to, if you're in Texas, in the area, and you don't want to donate money, you could also go ahead and make the dressing yourself. If your household is clean, you don't have cats and shit on the counter, and dogs and stuff. If you want to make the dressing yourself and come out and give the dressing to them yourself, thank you. Please do that. You don't have to just do it, donate the money. If you're in Texas, Dallas, Texas, I'm gonna tell you where I am. Make that dressing, girl. Make that dressing, man. Men's not make that dressing. Come on, men's make that dressing. You know, men's. If you not make dressing, women's, you want me to just make the dressing yourself instead of donate? Do that, and I can give you the location where we are. You can bring that dressing over. If you want to make a cake, I'll give you the information for bring the cake over. But you don't have to donate in cash to cash out. You can make the dressing yourself and bring it on out and interact with me and the Vino team members, as we give them their food and laugh and talk. Homeless people, y'all, are some funny people. They have you laughing, they have you talking. I mean, it's wild. They're some nice people, so keep that in mind about the homeless people.
Vino Entertainment TV. Vino Entertainment TV is based on firearm violence, domestic violence, and molestation. Vino Entertainment feeds the homeless. The Vino Entertainment team is in the community giving love, peace, and inspiration. Thank you for believing in Vino Entertainment team. Please like, share, and subscribe. Also hit the notification bell. Peace, love. Vino. Vino Entertainment TV. Vino. Hurt, 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 hurt.
Hey,
Got you stressing.
hey.
Oh, Vino.
Yeah, he got you stressing, huh? Yeah, he got you stressing, but you know what? Vino don't mean no harm. Vino love everybody. Hello, Miss Ira Janae. What's up, peoples? Yeah. Look at TT, y'all. I love Mr. TT, y'all. If y'all don't know about that TT, y'all, man, look at her. TT is an amazing woman. Monelle is an amazing woman. Y'all, Monelle is a baby with a baby. Hey, Janelle, I'm going to drop the link. Now, see, when I drop the link, just go ahead and touch that link, and it's going to take you around to a whole nother, it's going to take you somewhere else. Take you to another screen. And hit that screen, and come on up, y'all. Y'all, Ira Janae is my sister, y'all. That's my sister from Arkansas. And, she's gonna be once I don't think I had told you before, but she's gonna be helping me down in Arkansas, trying to get another source of homeless people together so we can go ahead and help down there, most definitely. And y'all, Monelle is sweet as pie, y'all. Better person, and she had the cutest laugh. I mean, amazing. I have amazing women, y'all. Dino team have good women. No matter what they say about Trina, Monelle, Miss Scott, Moquette, Sarah, and that girl named Latoya. No matter what they say about them, if there's good things, it's correct. If it's bad things, they're all wrong. Because believe you me, these are good women. These are godly women. These are anointed women. And when we stand as one, we put them prayers together and put our minds together, we are a strong set of prayer. Let me tell you, we are strong. I mean, very strong, most definitely. Hello, Perp. How you doing? Perp.
Can you hear me?
There you go. How you doing?
Hey, I'm blessed. It's another
That's
day.
good. That's good. Things are going good today?
Oh, it's a blessing. Got plenty of rest.
Yeah, I see it's raining outside and everything, but I love that rain, man. Man, I love that rain.
Oh, we needed that. I mean, really.
We did, and it was so dry. It's been so dry, but I guess that rain is what we really need because it's been kind of hot too, so it's gonna cool off a little bit more. But now it's time for fall to come. Now it's that kind of weather. Now we fit hit November, man.
Right. I just wanted to just chime in on something you was speaking about earlier.
Okay.
You was speaking. I was thinking about your foundation. It's all about what a person foundated on, how they was raised, and all that. You was raised in a dysfunctional environment, then you're gonna have dysfunctional, growth as you go forward. If you was nourished in the right grass or family, then you're gonna develop, and you'll look different when you get older. You know, Habits develop your character, and your character develops who you are. So if you developed in all this nonsense, then that's the type of stuff you're gonna put out when you get older. You know, that's the way I look at it. Being that I didn't ran through some relationships, and it was kind of all flaky from the jump, and you come in with your good intentions, and if both persons' intentions is not to try to make that relationship grow, then it's not going to grow. Somebody have to see the growth in it and try to put that out there. I mean, it's all about where your heart at too, man. If your heart is not into it and your mind is not into it, and you came from a dysfunctional growth, then it's gonna be real messed up. If that makes sense.
Oh, it makes sense. It makes sense because, like I was saying a while ago, when you have kids in your home, you got to be careful because they pick those things up. Kids pick things up real easy, and that's why parents have to be careful with how they move in their home and be careful about what they say in their home because kids pick up on things like that, and kids will embarrass you with some of the words that they being learned from home. You be like, where you get that from? Dang, you being shocked them. They being shocked you about what they be saying because they being listening to what you being say. You be embarrassed. You got to be careful.
I always to speak about I don't try to, because I know a lot of people have different beliefs, and have different ways they reach out. I just say higher power. Higher power is more of a common term because people get caught up in titles and names of religions and all this type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I just try to put a general statement out there. You have to be founded with your higher power. Try to do daily what pleases him, regardless what nobody else say.
Right.
That's where you'll be founded to where you'll have more respect in the long run. If you're doing the right thing, the only people gonna be mad at you is the haters and the people that's advocates for the devil. That's it.
Right.
I mean, but I can't even put it no plainer than that. I may have a flaw just like every human being, but initially on the front, I'm gonna come out with pure intentions on everything I do.
Right. Right.
I put it that way. So whatever come out today don't have really nothing to do with me. It's more like my trial and error or whatever, But my heart already in the right place from the jump. All the rest of that mess should mean nothing.
Yeah.
What somebody else do, what somebody else say, or none of that that initial intention should be on your mind from the start to the finish.
Right. Right.
A lot of people get wavered off of that. You allow individuals to throw you off of your road. If you drive at 80 miles per hour, you're not gonna be trying to focus on somebody that's gonna knock you off the road and hit them. You're gonna try to get around them.
Right.
So the same thing with life, So a lot of people gonna get in your lane. You just gotta know how to get around them.
When I was growing up, talk about counseling. They had counseling back in the day, but people didn't do too much go to counseling. You know what I'm saying? The Black community didn't go to counseling. The Black community didn't really believe in going to counseling back in the day when I was growing up. There was no counseling at all. I think
I see you, Monet.
now. I think now sometimes people go to counseling. Sometimes people look at it a certain kind of way. But counseling, sometimes people need counseling. When you need counseling, it's best to just go ahead and take that counseling because the fact that it's needed is needed. Why would somebody introduce counseling to you if it wasn't needed? Even kids have counseling, people for counseling for kids, you know what I'm saying? And that's also good to have counseling for your kids when you have an abusive household. It's good. Even in if you have an abusive household, even if you have a household with domestic violence or not domestic violence, but gun violence, it may be counseling for gun violence. I don't know, but I'm going to look into it. Maybe counseling for that, So yeah, we need to do some counseling. Ira and Janae said what she say? Let's go. We love you too. I know we love you too, baby.
There'd probably be a long line for the counseling. All these, this stuff going on out here. All these people grieving behind their children getting killed all day, every day. So it'd be a long line for counseling on that. That's really much needed because all these mothers are grieving,
It may be a long line, but at least try get something done. Something done for your kid. Your kid not listening to you when it's time for firearm violence, get some kind of counseling or, I don't know, talk to a police officer or the chief of police in your city or state and see if they can talk to your kid about the seriousness of firearm. You know what I'm saying? Talk to your elected counselor, your elected mayor in your city. Hello, Miss Pretty. There's Miss Mayor Nigga Jim, y'all. Miss Pretty. I call her Miss Pretty, y'all. She has the beautiful eyes and she is so pretty, y'all. She's very pretty. So yeah, you have to contact your counselor, your city governor, or your city advocate. You know what I'm saying? And get the kids in something, y'all. It's really sad, y'all. I don't even know what to say no more. I don't know what. When I was young, we didn't touch firearm. When I was young, my grandfather had weapons in the house. We knew not to touch those firearms. We knew we was gonna get in trouble, man.
Oh yeah, somebody gonna get an example made out of them about that. They didn't play about that when we was growing up. No.
Right. When I was growing up, either they didn't play that.
We grew around the same time, but I was just chiming in on something you just said. A lot of people may be, leery or faint-hearted on doing this, but a lot of time when the city councils in the different cities get together, a lot of the public have access to that and voice their opinions about things in the communities. But most of the people in my communities, they don't step in and say nothing.
Yeah,
The
that's what
city
I
council
know.
will listen to you, and they can take that up the chain of command.
Yes, yes,
I mean,
yes.
for those that really interested in bettering their communities, you know what I'm saying? That's a real start.
Right. But we don't have that in our communities though, and that's what we really need
Mm-hmm.
in our communities. I'm gonna see if I start reaching out to some of those counselors and committees and stuff and
City
see
councilors, yeah.
how I can help in the community with some of this um firearm violence or how I can speak to some ladies with mothers about firearm violence or speak to some mothers about domestic violence because I also have been in that situation as well. So um yeah, we need to try to reach out and see how we can get involved in the community with children about firearm violence, and I'm gonna also see if I can
Mm-hmm.
speak to mothers and see how I can get with them about domestic violence as well. I want to try to reach out more in the community and more with the elective officials here in Texas
You know,
and see how I can help out as well with that
right.
and make it some kind of way with them and try to do my part as a person. What can I do, as well? We're gonna do that.
And you know, a lot of the parents, I don't mean to interrupt you, but
Go ahead.
a lot of parents can take a part in that too, man. If you have a 8, 9, 10, 11, or 12-year old, and he's sitting up there playing Grand Theft Auto where this person can spontaneously beat up and rob people and jack them for their cars and all that stuff, what kind of mindset do you think this child is going to have by the time they get in high school?
Right,
I mean, if
right,
you day in and day out, I mean, this kid, oh, I don't have to do my homework. I can go play my Xbox, and they over there watching this dude yank somebody, old lady out of a car, and take her car and drive off. I mean, you got to look at the graphics and the graphic designs of these games. They already got something in play to try to poison people's minds with this stuff.
right,
I didn't even get to the TV or the radio or none of that kind of stuff. I was just
right.
going through one little faction right there that's already staining up the children's brains before they even get grown. So
I
a
know
lot of
it.
them see prison before they're 20 years old. So they
Right.
still thinking they're in Grand Theft Auto or,
And so we
listening to certain rap music,
and see sometimes I mean I don't know much about Grand Theft Auto. Um, my sons didn't really play too much of that. But what I did hear, so far, what I've heard about it, that it was like a violent game. I mean, I don't know, but um, certain games that they put out there also, a kid would go for what they see on those, like you said, on those games and destroy people. But we need to pick out more of what we also let our kids play with and look at. You know what I mean? Because
right?
when
And I didn't want to hog it, but it was just one more thing I wanted to put out there. Now, I don't know if anybody remember this, but it was like in Austin, Texas. This young brother was driving, and the police pulled him over, and they say he was just influenced by these lyrics to this Tupac song. He was listening to a Tupac song, a song called "Soldier Story," where Tupac was talking about popping a police officer in the song. So the song had to be playing when the DPS officer pulled him over and he shot him and drove off. So they try to attribute that to Tupac lyrics just because the reason why he killed the DPS officer right down in Austin, Texas.
so he would listen to Tupac music.
Yeah, that soldier story. That's our old that was back a long time ago. Yeah. He was listening to that song. Tupac
Yeah.
was talking about killing laws in that song.
Wow.
So they try to attribute that to Tupac's lyrics too. Because this youngster killed the DPS officer. When in fact the kid probably was still mind was messed up, maybe thinking he don't want to go to jail or something. I don't know. I don't believe he was behind no lyrics though.
Yeah. Hello, Marquette. How you doing, sister?
Okay.
Well, I remember they was trying to do that one where I was saying certain lyrics that rappers was saying was rapping about, and people were acting on the rap songs and everything. Um, you know, I don't I don't see how. Well, I see how, but I don't think that would could. That's that was a reason because of the music. I
No,
can't
I
see
don't
that
believe it
in
was
the
either.
music is the reason why he did that. The music made him do that. I don't see that really going along with what he did. I mean, I don't see that. That's
The
crazy, isn't it?
song probably just was happened to be on because he was blasting his music when the police pulled him over.
You know what? Now that it could be that. It could be that, man.
It might have like didn't like the music or something. I don't know. But whatever, however, he murdered this DPS officer. I mean, just drove off, just popped him and burned off. You go.
Right, right. Janelle said, it wasn't for black back then. Now we so need it. Yeah, it wasn't black back then. It wasn't. It really wasn't. So, Per, what you think we need to do in our neighborhoods for us? I got two questions for you. As far as domestic violence, what can we do about that? How can we help women or men who are in domestic violence besides just giving a number for them to talk to? I wish it's some kind of way that we can have I can have a page. I might get a Facebook page and where we can talk about domestic violence. I'm not gonna I'm not saying violence, but domestic violence. Yes.
Yeah.
Hello, Miss Helen.
You
How you
know,
doing?
was you asking me?
Yeah, I was asking you.
Oh, okay. Oh man, that's a whole lot to go. Okay, I'm gonna attack this domestic violence first.
Okay.
Dealing with that, I mean, what I only thing I can put out there, that probably can commonly everybody understand is that you got to know who you with. I mean, and you can't just know who you with in one day or 1 week or. I mean, that communication, is really underrated. It's underrated. Communication, understanding, people. I know people don't like to hear background checks or stuff. Get them to talking about themselves before you just jump in your feelings and find out some history. I like me. I never had a problem sharing my history if I'm courting a female. I didn't hold none of that back. I just let it be known because later on down the line, they're gonna find out about you anyway. I mean, you have to throw a really solid foundation or be compatible about a lot of different essential things. If there's not no compatibility on a whole lot of things, it's gonna be on shaky ground. And people gonna get all types of misunderstandings about things. Well, they never told me that they did this, or they never. Then here come the feelings involved, and next thing you know, here come these stupid spats that turn off into something else that it shouldn't have been. Sometimes one party might misunderstand something, and the other party has to correct them, and maybe they don't want to be corrected, or this individual don't want no constructive criticism about how they brush their teeth or something. They like to have some little petty mind like that early in the morning or something. You just gotta know who you with and try to be flexible on your end if you got that kind of heart. Man. If you're the heartless individual, then you know what type of relationship you're gonna have. You're gonna have shaky relationships because you're a shaky individual from the start. But if you're a solid individual from the start, you're gonna have a solid foundation, you're gonna have a solid relationship. It's the same thing with building a house, the same thing. I'm not finna try to build no brick house with a bunch of wood. It's not gonna work.
Okay.
Point blank.
Miss Pretty Blake says start a Facebook group, men and women in the community against domestic violence. You know what, Miss Pretty Black? Go ahead and start that for me today. That's my daughter-in-law. Yeah, Pretty Black is my daughter-in-law. Yeah, like I said, try it if you want to. You can try that shit if you want to, bitch.
She in the chat too.
My peoples, it's in the chat. Trust me.
That's right.
Try it if you want to. But Miss Pretty Black, why don't you go ahead and set that Facebook page up for me, please, if you don't mind, ma'am. And let's start that group of a Facebook group for men and women against a fight against domestic violence, y'all. And y'all make sure y'all go ahead and when she get that set up, I'll let y'all know. Y'all go ahead and join that group chat. Let's see how we help our sisters and men, as far as the
last
thing.
And the last thing I had on that domestic violence, I mean, I don't see no excuse for no man jumping on no female, and I don't see no excuse for that. You got many different options you can use if you're dealing with an adverse situation besides physical violence. I mean, that's why down here in Texas, I don't know too many people know too much about laws down in Texas. If the police come to that residence, the first person most likely probably going to go to jail is that male.
Yeah, he's gonna go because
you gonna get detained. I ain't gonna say you're gonna get arrested and go to jail. You're gonna be detained really for the simple fact that they feel like, okay, you the dominant person here. You should have had more control over this house. If we have to come take over control of this house, then ain't no use you being there. I mean, they got that old messed up mindset down here.
Right. And Texas,
they a whole different breed down here as far as the laws.
Yeah, Texas gonna take you right on jail. They ain't even got time to be arguing with you. They gonna play with you. You gonna ride all in that back of the police car. Trust me.
They're gonna nonchalantly with a smooth attitude just slide you on in there. They ain't gotta do too much talking with you. They gonna feel like you know the formality.
Right.
Get on in there.
You know, and it's unusual. And then the thing about it is, it's unusual for a woman to be so abusive. You know, it's unusual for a woman to be abusive, but I don't see too many women being abusive, but I know there are some. But I know there definitely are some abusive men. But for as women, it's a few. I would say out of 100%, I would say it may be 40% of women that's abusive.
I look. You know, I believe a lot of men. You know, I'm gonna speak. You know, from the knowledge I have. I mean, if most men that abusive like that, I mean, they don't know how to deal with boundaries and all this kind of stuff, man. I mean, you can't make nobody do what you want them to do. I mean, if this lady wants to be with you, she's gonna show you. If she don't want to be with you, she's gonna show you. I mean, you got to learn how to discern the difference and act accordingly. I mean, not with no violence. If you know without a shadow of a doubt, she's not into what you're trying to do or where you're going or whatever, or even if you don't have them, but if you do, I mean, if she's not, you should tell if this individual is not rocking with what you rocking with. If she ain't rocking with you, man, just bounce.
Some men can't take no for an answer though. You know, some men can't, man.
They ain't got no choice though. It's even worse just to stay there and suffer though. I mean, that's even worse. It's same with female. I don't believe no female should have to be around no abusive male, a male that don't try to do anything for her. Period. I mean, don't try to sit down and listen to nothing she got to say. I mean, that don't spell no healthy relationship right there. No relationship should be one-sided either way. If it's one-sided either way, it's going to be a problem. That's where I go back to communication and understanding. If a person ain't got that, I mean, it's not going to get past it. You got to have that communication.
Yeah, you got to have it. That's the number one subject, with number one topic in the household is communication. Because, I mean, if you ain't got communication, you ain't got nothing. Everybody around the house lying to each other. Shit, how y'all gonna try to figure out something? How you gonna work something out? Everybody in the house lying to each other, backbiting each other. Ain't nothing gonna work out. You got to come forward with the problem, come forward with every issue that you have to make it be a solvable issue. That way, it won't be back and forth. You know what I mean? It's a must.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do that. You know, but you know, I hate to see women get jumped on, and I hate to be around a man that's putting his hands on a woman. That bothers me really bad. It bothers me to my soul. It irks me. I be like, dang, I want to help. I need to get in there and help us. We whoop his butt. But I know it's not my business. I'm like, but I hate to see a woman getting jumped on in the parking lot, anywhere near me. And I also I also don't like to see a woman hitting on no man. I don't like that either. You know, and really why I hate seeing a woman hitting on a man, because he's only letting her hit him because he's weak for love for her. That's it. But if he wasn't so weak for love for her, he probably would push her down or out the way or something like that. But I don't like to see a woman do nothing like that to a man because it's also the same feeling as if you do to a woman. The same thing goes for a man. It just it's natural. That's just it. That's it. You know, by law, that's it. You know, and we got to do better, y'all. We got to do better. Like my friend was in some domestic violence this weekend, and man, it was bad, y'all. It was really bad. I love that lady. I love it to my heart. I do anything for her. But if I could just didn't know where to whip that joker, whatever had happened to her, or however happened to her, Lord have mercy. But yeah, it's bad, and I don't want to see a woman eyes abused and face messed up. And you know what? Let me ask you. You know, I was always told, don't no woman want to be beside a man who been jumped on her, and then the next morning he want to look at her in her face and she's not cute because you done beat her up. No, I don't want to be in the same vicinity with you if you done jumped on me that night and think I'm just gonna lay beside you and
I can't relate to
wake up
that.
that morning and you think I'm still, oh, but I'm sorry, and this plea bargain. No,
No.
stand up for yourself. If you ain't got no whipping in your house, get you a fort. Too many lamps, picture frames around you to be letting a man abuse you. And even for a woman, same thing. Man, if a woman beating up on you, it's too many things around you, surrounding you. You have to knock them in to get them up off you from hurting you. You know what I'm saying? Do something. Break and run. Use your trade. Be a trash star.
Oh, I'm gonna
Break and run. You know what I'm
run.
saying? Leave
Yeah,
everything
we in
behind.
Texas.
Huh?
I'm running. We in Texas. I ain't doing no fight. Forget that.
Ms. Marquez said both men and women need to keep their hands to themselves. Your parents already raised you. The violence must end. That's right, Marquez. That's right. But they don't think that though. They think I ain't never been in a relationship where a man think he's my daddy. Some men, when you get in a relationship, they think they're your damn daddy. And some women's get in a relationship, they think they're your damn mama.
That's
That's
where they
crazy,
going
isn't it?
wrong already. They didn't characterize you in a category that you really not. I'm your partner, not your daddy, not your son, not your cousin, not none of that. I'm your partner. I'm supposed to be there for your best interest,
Yeah,
24/7. Not
yeah,
when I feel like it, not when you make me happy, not when I'm this, that, and that. If you say you committed to, I've always been a one woman man. I don't. I believe dealing with one woman is a full-time job. I don't believe you. I don't fathom it in my perception to be trying to focus on more than one female. One of y'all is enough to deal with. Dealing with nah, I can't
yeah.
do it. I wasn't raised like that. My mama told me this, and she just kept it short and sweet. She said, baby, find you a good woman. Don't find you a no good woman. That's all she said. She didn't say nothing else.
Yeah, every mother want their son or want their kid to be in a loving relationship. You know what I mean? They don't want their kids to be where they're getting abused in their household or abusive relationship. Every parent want their daughter to have a good man. Um that's natural. Every parent want their son to have a good woman, not be abusive. Miss Helen said yes, they do, sister, but verbally abuse is just as bad. You don't feel protected. People say sticks and stones. They do break bones, and words do hurt as well. They do, they do, they do, they do. And what they said is correct. Sticks and stones do hurt your feelings, most definitely. Ms. Moquett said, if you are in a domestic violence situation, plan your way out. Please get some help. You don't deserve to be beaten. Please get out. This goes for men and women. It do. It do. It really do. And we get the love. I wonder, is it love lost when men start beating up on women, or when women start beating up on men? Have they lost love for that woman or for that man? Y'all think? I think they may be lost a little love for that person when they start hitting on a person, because you got to be in lost of love for that person to start hitting on them. When you think what I've heard,
Well, as far as I don't personally see no excuse for the physical violence part of it. I don't see no excuse for it. I don't believe nobody can make an excuse for that. I mean, you do that, you've allowed things to get far beyond the scope of what's right. I mean,
I think some
I don't
love.
believe
I
it's
think
right for
some love.
nobody to physically put their hands on nobody. If you can't sit down and talk about this and try to come to a common solution to move forward, then you need to question what you got there. What's
Yeah,
going on? I mean,
I
what's pushing us to the point to where we have to just
I
get
think
to
some
this
love
point
is
with each
lost.
other?
I'm thinking love is lost when a man starts jumping on a woman, or a woman starts jumping on a man. I'm thinking some love is lost somewhere down the line, because if they didn't do that when they first started out, you know what I'm saying? When they first started a relationship, I'm thinking somewhere
Hmm.
down the line, the love was lost somewhere down the line. And what could have happened to make that love to be turned to abusive love? You know what I'm saying? I mean, some, you know, something had to happen before you to lose that love for a person before you start putting your hands on a person. Because when you're in a relationship, abuse don't start right then. It don't happen right then. It may happen months down the line. But when it happens down the line, it's gonna be a light abuse. It's not gonna be really recognized to you. You gonna really understand it. But when you do understand it, it's gonna be a guy to a point that where now you see that it's abusive, and you see that it's hurting you, and you feeling the pain, but you wasn't doing it at first. You know, so something had to happen ordinary for you to start jumping on me because you wasn't doing it at first. Miss Pretty Blessed, the love and respect is definitely gone, most definitely. Miss Marquez said, the love, lost love and respect. Yes, it is, Miss Marquez. Yes, 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 most definitely. Sarah says, but what if the abuse started in the beginning? That's what I'm saying, Sarah. Sometimes the abuse, sometimes the abuse don't even start in the beginning. It may, you know what, Sarah, it may do start in the beginning, but it be not recognizable. It didn't register to you right then that it's abusive. You're right, Sarah. That's what I believe. Marquis said they never love you at all, Sarah. Correct. Correct. Sister Helen said, was establishing control do that? Sister, that's establishing the control. Okay. She said, sister, that's establishing control. That's bad though. I don't understand that, but you know, I wish that women would take those signs when you first see them. But we on first see side, we just see that, oh, he was just kidding, you know, and it was just cute or something like that. You know, they didn't really mean nothing by it. That's when it first start. But then it start getting so bad, you be like, dang, you know, you sit down and get in your mind and make you start wondering what happened, what really happened to make it get that bad all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't like that at first. You know what I'm saying? So just one moment, Kurt.
I got some homies who ain't here no more. Why the hell has the world gone dark? It's like I don't have no one to take this spot. Before I fuck around and put it in your heart. I don't have nobody else to talk to. Situations in my head I'm holding. My mind exploding. Drop myself off the bridge I'm going. This life too short to not tell the ones that you love that you need them. They leave it like we switching seasons. They dodge you young for no reason. In these streets, they bleeding. Nobody has room in believing. My mind is gone, I'm crashing. I know it's not everlasting. My bros can't talk to me. No matter what they do, they're not watching me. And there's no stopping me. Homies out there, and I can't let it be. Why they leaving? Oh, why they leaving? Oh, why they leaving? Lord knows I need them. Hey, yeah. Why they leaving? No, why they leaving? Oh, why they leaving? Oh, Lord knows I need them. My mind is going blame, my thoughts ain't the same. My feelings insane. All I have is pain. I gotta stay strong and keep pushing on, cause I know that the home is keeping me going. But when you're all empty, nothing's inside. We made it to our 20s, but yet we still die. All I have is memories, just enough to keep the peace, to keep me up out the streets. I just need someone to rock with me. Terry died in 2020, Gavin left in 2018. I found it through the mouths of winning, and I just couldn't do anything. Me and Gavin made plans before we left this land. Me and Terry stayed cool, thinking back to us in high school. Why they leaving? Oh, why they leaving? Oh, why they leaving? Oh, Lord knows I need them. Hey, yeah. Why they leaving? No, why they leaving? Oh, why they leaving? Oh, Lord knows I need them. Where has the world gone? Cause they leaving too young. It's a new day, yet they can't see the sun. Why is it the ones that I love that are dying? No matter how hard I try, I keep on crying.
Okay. So now we know, when you're in domestic violence, ladies and men, immediately when you first acknowledge it, get you some counseling and everything, and find out what's going on. If he refuses to take counseling, when a man refuses to take counseling, look into that, because every man she won't be able to want to make a relationship to be better. So he should be want to take counseling. If he rebuke and don't want to take counseling, then you should still go ahead and take counseling by yourself. And then in the meantime, while you're taking counseling by yourself, go ahead and be making your escape move, because that man don't want to make any kind of change for himself. He's gonna keep doing what he's doing. He like it. The same thing for a woman. If she don't want to go to counseling with you and try to make things better, and you see that she's not don't want to do that, you know what I'm saying? Make your escape move. Go ahead and start putting your plans in order to bust a motherfucking move. That's how only way I can tell you to bust a move. Today is Motivational Monday. And I want to motivate every woman, every man to stand up, stand proud of yourself, control your house, control your relationship, speak with ease, because they say it's not what you say, it's how you say it, and that is a true statement. Very true statement. Very, very true statement. Treat people how you want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? Let someone finish their conversation or their sentences before you butt in, and don't get the whole story and then just fly off the handle. That's also a problem in the relationships. Nobody wants to listen. Everybody wants to be right. Everybody's not right. And everybody do have to listen to get a great and a good understanding about what's going on with you in the inside as well on the outside of you. Because what's on the outside of you don't tell you what's going on in the inside of a person. I did say that earlier. If you're hurting, let that person that's hurting your feelings. Don't cover your feelings up. Because remember, your feelings is what's involved and what's very important. Because feelings are going to play a very important part in the relationship. And how you move in a relationship is going to play a very big part of that as well. And don't always think that you're all right, because you're not always right. And don't think whatever you say is one way or the highway. It's not. No, it's not right. It's not no one way or the highway. It's always, all the way through, all of us. It's anyway. Move slow. Don't move too fast. When you're moving real fast, you anything happen. Anything. And don't be so quick to blame the other person. Sit back and think what has happened. Because you may be the blame for what's happened, all of it. But you want to put blame on someone else. Don't do that. Sit back and give a thought about what you're going to say and how you're going to say it to a person before you put a blame on someone, because you may be to blame yourself and not thinking because you just want to blame on someone else. People are scared to say, I did it. They don't want to blame themselves. But we must take accountable of what we do and how we move and what we say and treat people. We are adults. Even a kid don't want to be talked to any kind of way. You talk to these kids nowadays in 2022, they going to tell you exactly how they feel about you. They're going to hurt some feelings. So you can't come to the kids nowadays cross sideways, because they're going to give you exactly what you're asking for. So you can't mishandle people nowadays. It's love, y'all. Respect everybody. You know what I'm saying? We just can't do that. Not at all. So what I would like to just say is, if you know anybody,
Want to skip the sniffles this flu season while saving on groceries? Get your flu shot.
If you know anybody, this is domestic violence, y'all, try to put them to the side, y'all, and talk to them. I ain't said just try to run their relationship. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying just go in there and just try to rah. No, they don't want that. They just want somebody to talk to. You know what I'm saying? To try to lead me in the right way. They want to just listen to steam off. You know, sometimes let a person just talk. Don't say nothing. I let a person just talk. Don't say nothing. Sometimes I just listen. I'm not gonna talk. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I'm not gonna talk, because they didn't call for me to talk. They really just call for me to listen to them. You know, and I am a good listener. You know, I believe in letting people speak their piece. I believe in not just open my mouth too fast, too quick. Before I open my mouth, I want to hear what they got to say, because what they got to say is important, because if it wasn't, they wouldn't call you to speak with you about their troubles. You see what I'm saying? We all got problems, ladies and gentlemen. One may weigh heavier than the other, but we all got problems, you know. And right now, the way the stress is up so bad, and the way that the world's going on and what's going on in the world, you know, we have to be careful how we talk to people as well. You know, love thy neighbor. You know, that's what they say. Do we do that? No, we don't. We don't love our neighbor. It's something that we don't do. We'll talk about our neighbor. We'll hurt our neighbor. We'll let our neighbor down. You know what I'm saying? All that. It's really crazy. You know, let's do better. We got to.
Cry at night for you, I cry. Cry at night for me, I cry. For the both of us, I cry. Baby, love don't come easy. I remember when I held your hand. I remember when we made our plans for the both of us. Plans for me and you. Tell me what is true. That day when we met at school, I tried to talk, but you weren't into me.
I do with my son's Gavin, his little friend. He did a little music and everything. But I'm getting ready to get out of here. But before I do, I'm gonna go ahead and say that we need the cornbread mix. So the list, the cornbread mix. We can do the Jiffy cornbread. It's 47 cents a box, or we can do the yellow cornbread mix. The yellow cornbread mix is I can't read perp writing. Hold on, y'all. Let me get perp. Perp, if you're listening, can you come look at your reading? I can't read your writing, sir. I don't understand none of it. Just go ahead and read it out for me. What that say? Come a little closer up here. Get your list out. I can't read your writing. Corn
488.
The big size family corn, y'all, is $4.88.
$4.33.
We're gonna get some rolls, which are $4.33 for the rolls.
Jiffy cornbread is 47 cents a box.
We can do Jiffy cornbread mix, which is 47 cents, or we can do just regular cornbread mix, which is what?
66 cents.
66 cents. Go ahead.
The ground sage is the cheapest one. Is $1.94 a container.
For sage, okay, I can get that. Okay, go ahead. We got that. Cranberry sauce.
$1.98.
So cranberry sauce is gonna be $1.98, everybody, for the cranberry sauce.
Eggs are $3.38.
The eggs are $3.38. Good Lord, eggs on went up. Lord have mercy.
And the big can of ranch style beans is $3.78.
And the large can of ranch style beans are $3.78. So, do I need to say it again? I can tell you all again what we're gonna need and the price. Like I said, I can't read Perp's writing because Perp writing is too fancy for me. He scribbled this shit.
I'll do better than that.
So we're gonna do cornbread, cranberry sauce, eggs, ranch style beans. I'm gonna get the real large size of ranch style beans and the real large canned corn. So we're gonna do that. So we're gonna make it fun for the homeless. If anyone, like I said, can let me know where I can get the Milos, the MILOS, T at the single T's. I've seen the big ones inside the store, but I would like to have the small ones for the homeless people individual. That way, I won't have to get cups to pour them tea in. That'd be time saving. Then plus it would be better. They can have some more to drink just to keep coming back and forth for more tea to drink. How many boxes do I need? I'm going to need about 12 boxes. You get Jiffy cornbread mix, 12 boxes of cornbread, no matter what you get. Just regular cornbread mix or just Jiffy. I'm going to need about 12 of those. I'm going to make 2 pans of cornbread. 2 things of dressing. But if anyone want to go ahead and make dressing, if your house is clean, you ain't got cats and stuff laying around, you do wash your hands. I know they're homeless people, and you might think they homeless. I don't need to wash my hands. That's not true. Let's be clean about the food. And let's go ahead and try to get that together for them, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And just I'm not asking for much. I'm not asking for a lot for nobody. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. Like I said, you don't want to give nobody no money. You can go ahead and bring the dressing to me, and we can help feed them as well. And also, like I said, we need eggs. I didn't realize the eggs are so high. TT said she's gonna get the cornbread, and the corn just takes how many boxes and cans you need. Okay, I sure with TT. As far as the cans, I'm gonna get the large the big size the schoolhouses have. I'm gonna get those size of cans corn because I think that maybe still get a bunch of little ones. That big one will add to the same amount those little ones will cost. So that'll work. I sure would, TT, most definitely, ma'am. Thank you, TT. Much love. Yes, man. They must be clean, more quick. Them hands got to be clean, girl. Yeah, clean them hands. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, you got to be clean hands. And we won't just make I ain't saying I'm just trying to do everything for them, but I do want them to have something for Thanksgiving. Everybody deserves to eat something. The same thing for Christmas. When Christmas come around, I'm just going to get some Ziploc bags, put a few peppermints inside of those, some men's Axe small sprays, some women's small body sprays. I'm going to put that, in a Ziploc bag for Christmas. A couple peppermints,
Perp's favorite holiday.
Like that. What you say, Perp?
Perp's favorite holiday.
Christmas, yeah. Christmas is my
I'm
favorite
going back
holiday.
on mute.
I love Christmas. Christmas is a favorite holiday. It really is. And if we can help get that done, y'all, for Thanksgiving, y'all, it'd be very helpful. I would appreciate it. Like I said, if you don't want to donate, you can make it yourself and bring it out. And also interact with the homeless people because they're not going to hurt you. They're not going to do nothing to you. They're people just like me and you. They're funny. They like to laugh. They like to talk. They may have a question that you may can answer. They may have answers for questions that you may have. You know what I'm saying? And also, homeless people, they have things you can learn from them. So don't just knock the homeless out the way. And you see them and look down on them. Just so they had their time is better than your time. So everybody don't have a bad time in their life. If you keep living, keep living. You hear me? If you keep living, you're gonna realize.
Can I suggest something?
Okay. I'm listening.
That's something I think about. Every day that I leave out the house, just put it in your mind that God is with me. He watching me and He got me. And just keep going.
Yeah.
That's all I want to say.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this one thing. We get out of here. Have you ever said and thought when you see a homeless person, how do they get to the point? to that one point where they're homeless? Just think, how do they get to that point where they are homeless? What went on to they are there? Because at one point in time, that person was not homeless. At one point in time, that person had everything they needed. But some point in time in their life, something made them to go be to the point to where they are today. Nobody likes being homeless. Nobody likes being stinky. You know. Nobody likes being made fun of, talked about, mistreated. Everybody deserves some kind of love, y'all. Everybody. 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 You know. If you just got water in your back seat, you're not drinking, someone's still in a corner, give them that water. Give it to them. You got extra burger you done picked up. Give it to the homeless man. He's hungry too. You don't have to always give money to the homeless people. Money is not always what they want. They may want something right then to eat on right then. The quit thinking money is always what the homeless people want when you see them. That's not true. They don't always want food. I mean, they don't always want money. They want more than money sometimes. They want food sometimes. You know.
May just want some good advice, or may just want to just talk to somebody for a minute. You never know.
You never, Perp. You know what, Perp? You never know, Perp. You never know. And y'all know what I used to say before I get out, Perp. I'm sorry, Perp. Before I get out the situation, Perp, I used to see homeless people, y'all, with dogs. And I just say, why do a homeless person got a dog? And someone told me because they need love too. I didn't say nothing else. Because I always figure, if you're homeless, why do you have a dog? But that person was right when they told me. They get lonely too. They be needing somebody to talk to, which is true. And for that, I felt bad when they told me that, because I was like just being unmindful to think, why would they need a dog, you know? Not thinking that they're lonely too. I mean, I know they're lonely, but not thinking that they need a pet or something like that. But you got to help your loved ones, y'all. And let me also just say this: you never know where your angel's at. You never know what God done put your angel at, y'all. You don't know what God put an angel at. You never know. You just never know where that angel's standing there. You know, that angel can be around.
Can I put a narrative out there before you go off?
Oh yeah, sure. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go right ahead.
No, I didn't want to interrupt you. I'm saying I already know what I'm gonna say.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, it was just a lesson I was taught. You know, the cat told me a long time ago. I didn't understand it, but as life went on, I started to understand what he was talking about. He was saying to never make enemies. You know, right. Just by you looking down on that homeless person, you probably made an enemy or something. Or just think, maybe 20 years down the line, this cat may have got himself together, and then you made a downfall, and then the same situation pop up, and you need some help.
Right.
You just never know. Like you say, you never know where your angel's at, but you never know. That might have been your angel. The same homeless person that you asked you for something 20 years ago.
Come on.
You know, before somehow somebody picked him up off the ground and put him on his feet, and then all of a sudden your situation turned adverse, and there you go. You know, now you need his help.
Amen. Amen.
That's just something to chew on. I'm going back on mute.
Okay. You know, Perp, you're so right. So I'm gonna get out of here, but let me just say this right here. Before you judge someone, try wearing their shoes. Try being them. Don't be quick to open your mouth to just dismember someone. And let me just say, don't let no one destroy you all. Don't let nobody destroy your character. Don't let nobody destroy you. protect your home, protect you. Right now, the holidays are coming up, and the thieves are lurking. They purse snatching, jacking you for your cars, anything. So you ladies, we do shop more than men's. You may shop online, but if you're not online shopping when you're out and about, be careful of your surroundings. Like I said, snatching purses, put your money in your bosom. It's your bosom, as the old folks say. Put your money in your bosom. Put your money in your bosom if you got to. Don't carry a purse. Put your ID, whatever credit card you're going to use that day, and money all in your bosom. Because they're stealing right now. The thieves are lurking. Holidays are coming, and they want to spend somebody else's money, and they're too sorry to get out and what? Get them a job. They want to take your money, what you have earned. So don't let nobody take your money. Don't let nobody steal your joy. And don't let nobody tell you what you can and cannot do to make yourself better than what you already is. I love you guys. See you tomorrow.
Okay. Let me go ahead and skip this little course.